Hello, Namaskar to all the students of this particular channel who wants to be the CA achievers. See, my dear students, we have already completed seven problems, seven classes in our rectification of errors chapter, right? Now let us move on to the class 8th. Already you people are aware of the perfect knowledge about assets and expenses, increase the debit, decrease the credit. Capital liability incomes, increase the credit, decrease the debit. See this question, a class 8, the class 8th question is asked is from CA study material exercise 1. Am I right? See what happened here. The trial balance of Mr. WH failed to agree. The difference of 20,570 was put into suspense pending investigation. So 20,570 is being put in suspense account, which disclosed that. So suspense account balance there. So what we have to do? Apart from rectification, we have to prepare the suspense account also. What account we have to prepare? Apart from journal, we have to prepare suspense account also. Fine. See the first point of the material, purchase returns day book. Purchase returns. Purchases is a expenses debit. Purchase returns किधर आता? Credit side में आता. Had been correctly entered and totaled at rupees 6,160, but had not been posted to the ledger account. Not been posted to the ledger account means not recorded in purchase returns account. Where it is not recorded? Purchase returns. Purchase returns means it comes in the credit side. Did you people record it? No, it is not recorded. So when you people are recording, what is the journal entry for this? It is to be taken in credit side. So what is to be taken in debit side? That is suspense account debit to purchase returns account is the first journal entry for this particular problem, as you not recorded, you not posted in the particular ledger. So now your entry, it's a first point. Now the entry is suspense account debit to purchase returns. What is the other name of purchase returns? It is nothing but return outwards account. How much amount, my dear student? It is an amount of rupees 6,160. Now what entry we have to pass? I mean narration what we have to pass. Being purchase returns is now posted in the ledger. Being purchase returns is now being posted in the ledger. I hope you got it. See the second one, my dear students, what happened? Discount received 1,320 had been debited to the discount allowed account. See, we have two things, two type of concepts here in the problem. Discount received is a income. इनकम बोले तो क्या करना? क्रेडिट करना. कौन सा क्रेडिट? ए करेक्ट क्रेडिट. Had been debited to the discount allowed account means what? Discount allowed is a expenses, then what debit it is? Wrong debit. Now what we have to do? As per the norms of this what we call rectification of errors, keep the correct in the same place, shift the wrong in the opposite place. अब क्या होता? डिस्काउंट अकाउंट रिसीव्ड क्रेडिट में आता. डिस्काउंट अलाउड इज सिंस इट इज रॉन्ग डेबिट टेकन टू द क्रेडिट साइड. So what are both are what comes in the credit side. When both comes in the credit side, what we have to write in the debit side? In debit we have to write suspense account debit to discount received account to discount allowed account. Did you understood? One is a income, another is a expenses. So now we have to write the second entry, that is suspense account debit to discount received account to discount allowed account. How much amount we have to write? 1320, 1320. कुल मिला के 2640 dash 1320 dash 1320. Being, what the narration is, being wrong debit to discount allowed account is rectified. Wrong debit to discount allowed account is rectified. See the next one, my dear student. Sales account had been under cost, under added. क्या किया आपने? Sales account. Sales is what? Income. Income means what? Correct credit. Has been under added means under cost. When it is under cost, we have to record in same side. Record in what side? Same side. Same side means it comes where? It comes in the credit side. So we have to record in the credit side only. When you people write sales in the credit side, then what is to be written on the debit side? So the debit side comes suspense account debit to what? Sales account. Because sales what happened? Under cost. Now the entry for this will be suspense account debit to sales account. How much amount it is? It is an amount of rupees 10,000. Being under cost in sales account is rectified. Being under cost in sales account is rectified. 10,000, right? Being under cost in sales account is rectified. See the next one. Credit sale of 4,170 had been debited to the customer account at rupees 1,740. Now I tell you, my dear student, what is important in this transaction? See where you committed the mistake. Credit sale 1,470. What? Credit sales 1,470 had been debited to the customer account as 1,740. Give your love and affection in understanding this. Now, is the problem appeared? Is the mistake committed? Is it in sales or is it in the customer? First you get a clarity for that. Are you listening? Where the mistake is committed? Is the mistake committed in recording the sales account, or else is the mistake committed while recording in customer's account? See once, credit sale of 1,470 debited to the customer account as 1,740. Where the mistake is committed? I think they didn't commit any mistake in sales. Why Sudhakara has striked out the sales? Because there is no mistake in sales. Entry is correctly made in sales. All the mistakes happened where? Customer. Who is customer, my dear student? Customer is nothing but debtors. What we have to do for debtors? Debtors debited. What they have done? For debtors they have debited. Okay. Debtors they have debited with how much? Debtor is debited. Debtor is debited. With how much we have to record? We have to record only 1,470 is correct. Because debtor is an asset. Asset is to be debited. Debit with 1,470. But what you have done? Debited to the customer as 1,470. वो आपने डेबिट ही किया, बट कितना लिए? 1740 you have taken. How much you have taken? You have taken 1740 to the debtors account. How much you have taken to the debtors? You have taken to the debtors at rupees 1740. What happened? Actually, we have to record only 1470, but you have recorded 1740. What happened? Work out a difference. The difference comes how much? It is of rupees, I think 270, right? 270 क्या किया आपने? Over debited. When you have over debited, take it in opposite side. Opposite side means where we have to take? We have to take it on the credit side. Where we have to take? It is to be taken on the, it is to be taken on the credit side. Okay, because it is a over debit, take it in credit side. Now, when you people take, what you are taking on the credit side? You are taking the customer's account on the credit side. 270. Then what is to be written on the debit side? It is none other than suspense account. I hope did you understood? Credit sales में correct हुआ, customer में wrong हुआ. क्या लिखे आप? You have taken over debited of rupees 270. Now your journal entry will be for the fourth one. Suspense account debit to customer. Customer means debtor. Debtor means trade receivable with an amount of rupees 270. Being over debit in customer's account is rectified. Being over debit in customer's account is rectified. Shall we move on to the next transaction, my dear students? See carefully what happened in this particular transaction. A vehicle bought originally for 7,000. When? 4 years ago. Not right now. 4 years ago. Depreciated to 1,200. What do you mean by depreciated? It is not depreciated by, my dear student. It is a depreciated to. Depreciated to means it is nothing but the book value. What it is called? It is called book value or WDV value. What it is called? It is called as book value or WDV value is 1,200. Depreciated to. Had been sold for 1,500. What you have done? You have sold for 1,500. 1,300 sold for 1,500 means क्या हुआ इधर? Profit हुआ 300 rupees at the beginning of the year, but no entries other than the bank account has been passed through. No entries other than the bank. What do you mean by no entries other than the bank? Other than the bank means in bank you have recorded. Other than the bank, no entries. Other than the bank, no entries means excluding the bank. In all other concept, there is a no entry. Now, what happened, my dear students? Here, the vehicle decreased by 1,200 and there is a profit. Profit of rupees 300. Sold for how much? 1,500. Now, where the entry is recorded? In bank account, the entry is recorded. Where the entry is not recorded? In the vehicle account. In the profit account, the entry is not recorded. See, my dear students, here, when your asset decreased, it is to be what? Debited as a correct. Profit means income. Income, what we have to do? We have to take it in credit side. So, vehicle decreased, credit karna, sorry. Vehicle decrease हुआ है ना, this vehicle is to be credited. Vehicle is to be credited. Profit is also to be credited. Then which account is to be debited? That is suspense account is to be debited. What account is to be debited? Suspense account. Now the entry for this will be entry number 5, right? Suspense account debit. Some problems is happening in this particular pen. Please wait for few minutes. Suspense account debit to which account? To vehicles account. Take book value. To profit and loss account. Take the profits. How much? How much we have to record for vehicle? 1500. Means suspense account. Vehicle 1200. Profit 300. Being sale of vehicle is now recorded. Sale of vehicle is now recorded. See the next one. An accrual of rupees 560 for telephone charges had been completely omitted. See my dear student, here he is telling accrual. Accrual means outstanding. Outstanding of what? Telephone charges means it is a outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses means it is a liability. What to do with the liability? Liability is to be credited. What happened? Liability is to be credited, correct. Telephone charges means expenses. Expenses is to be debited, correct. Why I put both are correct? Because completely omitted, not at all recorded in the transaction. Now what might be your journal entry? Now the journal entry is telephone expenses account debit, keep the correct in the correct place, I mean same place. Two outstanding expenses means outstanding telephone expenses, that is also not recorded, keep the correct in the same place. Now for this entry will be telephone expenses account debit to outstanding telephone expenses account. How much amount it is? It is an amount of rupees 560. Being accrual of telephone expenses is now recorded. Being accrual of telephone expenses is now being recorded. Okay. See the next one. Tools bought for rupees 1200. Tools bought. Tools means a loose tools. It is a current asset. Bought for 1200 had been inadvertently debited to the purchases account. Where it is recorded? Purchases account. Tools means asset. Asset increase हुआ तो क्या करना? When asset increase, it is to be debited. Correct debit. But where you have taken debited to the purchases, then what it is? It is a wrong debit. Then now our rectified entry will be what? Keep the correct in the same place, shift the wrong in the opposite place. अब क्या होता है entry? Tools account debit to purchases account. That is the entry number 7. Tools account debit to purchases account. How much it is? An amount of rupees 1200 dash 1200. Being wrong debit to purchase account is rectified. See the last entry, my dear student. Proprietor had withdrawn means drawings for his personal use. Drawings. What he has withdrawn? Goods. So proprietor withdrawn means, my dear students, it is a drawings. Drawings is to be debited. What he had withdrawn? He had withdrawn the goods. Goods means what kind of goods that he is going to withdraw? As we know from first PU, whatever the goods withdrawn, whatever the goods stolen, whatever the goods which are given as a free sample, it is related to what goods? purchased goods. When you withdrew the purchased goods, the purchases decreases, expenses decreases, it is to be credited as a correct credit. No entry had been made in the books. Again, it is entry, no, not entry. No entry, entry is not passed. Now, what to do? Keep the correct in the same place. Keep the correct in the same place. Now, entry is what? Here you didn't committed any technical mistake. Technically, you didn't committed any mistake, but you have omitted to record. Now, the entry will be what? Drawings account debit to purchases account. How much, my dear children? It is an student, it is an amount of 1960. Being, what is your narration? Being, see here, being personal use of goods now recorded. Personal use of goods by the proprietor is now recorded. See, when after passing all these journal entries, there is a suspense account showing the balance of 2570. We have to prepare one more ledger, that is suspense account. Debit, credit, debit, credit. Here what he is telling, whether he said anything about what side we have 20,570, no. He didn't speak about a debit and credit excess. So then what we have to do? See in the first entry, suspense account debit. See my dear student very carefully. Suspense account debit to purchase returns. Purchase returns is in the credit of journal. So it goes to where? Debit of ledger. So we have to write in the debit side of ledger. That is to purchase returns account, amount is 6,160. Okay. See the next one. Suspense account debit to discount received to discount allowed. Both are in the credit of journal. So they comes to the debit of ledger as discount received 1,360. Discount allowed 1,360. See the next one. Suspense account debit to sales. Sales is in the credit of journal. So it comes to the debit of ledger. To sales account as rupees 10,000. See the next one. Suspense account debit to customer. Again customer is in the credit of journal. So we have to record it in the debit side of suspense account. How much amount? 270. See the next one. Suspense account debit to vehicle to P&L. Vehicle and P&L are in the credit of journal. So they have to be recorded in the debit of ledger as a two vehicles account. $1,200. To profit and loss account 300. I hope you people are understanding. In 6th entry there is a no suspense. 7th no suspense. 8th no suspense. Close the suspense account. When you people work out the total of debit, it comes to 20,570 by difference in trial balance as a balancing figure. 20,570, 20,570. See your first date. How much here we have an amount of rupees 20,570, right? Same answer we got in our suspense account as a 20,570. This is how we have to solve the problem, my dear students. Please try to understand. Take care. Bye bye. Good night.